The law summarizes all what it wants to say in 1, 2, 3 lines, but you can elaborate on a page, a book, or on that section, only one section. Somebody who forces someone to do this act of circumcision or to cause harm to another person. When it says wrongfully, is there anybody who has a right to cause harm to another person? In law, there is none. In law, there is none. So that's the essence of the word wrongful, and without legal authority. Legal authority, that is the law that gives you the power to do what you are supposed to do or what you have done. But if the law prohibits FGM, the law prohibits harmful acts to women and children, where will you get the authority to compel a child or a girl or a lady or a woman to do any act that is harmful to that person? You will not get that authority. So Section 243 of the Criminal Code, if you are interested in this area, you can write a whole book. Just note it. And know the language it says. The Children's Act is specifically made. Specific. This is why I said specifically made. That is where we call it the specific law. And this act is made to protect the rights and welfare of children from the time of pregnancy, even before they are born. So we have to know this. If we say that the right of an unborn child has a right to life, the link between this Children's Act and the Constitution says right to life. The Children's Act says you have a right to live after 3 months. After 3 months, the moment God gives you life, nobody has a right to take that life. So that is an automatic clearance that abortion is prohibited in our law. The general law prohibits it, the Constitution prohibits it, the Children's Act prohibits it. Because the specific section that deals with that is Section 13 of the Children's Act, which deals with the right of an unborn child. And if I may just read what it says. A child may bring an action for damages against a person for harm or injury caused to the child willfully. Number one, we all know what is willful. Deliberately, recklessly, or negligently, or through neglect before, during, or after the birth of that child. Very interesting. This is for analysis. So, it is the topic before us. A child. The law is giving a right to a child. You know, a child who is 5, 6, 7 years may not know of the implications of FGM. But if that child has a parent or a guardian, let's say a guardian, because in most cases, circumcision is carried out by parents. But if you have a guardian, somebody who is not a parent to the child, you can act as the guardian ad idem. That is a legal term. A child cannot go to court to claim damages here if he is under 18 years. There is no child have that right. A child have a right of access to the courts through their parents or guardians. So if you have a guardian and a parent takes that child to for FGM, circumcision. And at the time the child grows up and realizes that they did this to me without my knowledge, without my consent, and you suffer harm or consequences of that act of the FGM, the law is giving that child the right. This is what is called a cause of action. You cannot take somebody to court without a reason. Somebody must do something to you before you can take him or her to court. We are all here. Mr. A cannot take Mr. B to court when nothing has transpired between them. We all know that it's automatic.